WIFO FM in Jessup. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Country Financial, Aquin & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank.
Most people understand the need for life insurance, but not many want to talk about why it's essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with Country Financial. Call me, Sean O'Quinn, today at 588-1051 and let me work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford.
Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jessup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jessup, dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
6 minutes after 8 o'clock, Big Dog Country, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, world famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Got your Georgia cap on and your Wayne County T-shirt.
Go Dogs.
Sporting your teams.
Go Dogs.
And go Dogs. All right. All right, world famous Butch and Bob Show here for this Thursday morning. We've got a guest in this morning. First time guest. Got to treat her gentle. Yeah. She's a little nervous this morning. Bob, introduce our guest this morning.
I told you nothing to be nervous about. Again, we got elections in the city of Jessup in November, and there's a contested race in District 3 as the current commissioner, Nick Harris, is not running for re-election, so both Tim Cockfield and our guest Stephanie Williams is running for city council. So Stephanie, appreciate you being here. And
glad to be here.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run for city council.
Well, my name is Stephanie Williams. I'm a longtime resident here in Jessup. I'm married to Pastor Garius Williams. We have 4 children. I'm a licensed nursing home administrator. I'm a licensed life insurance agent, both in the state of Georgia. I currently work remotely for a company called TrueBridge, where I'm a billing specialist. I do hospital claims, and I work from home. And I'm running for city commissioner in District 3 because as a mother of 4, Opportunities for Youth stands at the top of my list of needs for here in Jessup, and I believe a reevaluation of community centers, outdoor parks, and recreations can help us give young people an avenue to deter them from crime. And I believe that we should be considered a support to the Wayne County School Board by helping each other develop positive young citizens.
I'm glad. You said you lived here your whole life. Is that correct?
Not my whole life, for 24 years. In December, I'll be 44. So 24 years I lived here. But
somebody said you're from New York. Is that true?
I'm from originally from Syracuse, New York. Okay. I was born and I moved to Georgia when I was 20. But my parents are from here. Okay. Yes.
So what do you know about the city of Jessup? First of all, District 3, what makes up District 3?
Wait, you want me to name all the communities?
Well,
just the kind of area. If you had to go some of the major streets that run through District 3, what are they?
Tai, South Macon, Sunset Boulevard, that Wayne Terrace area, back up in there behind the hospital.
How many registered voters in the district? Do you have any idea how many?
I have it, but I don't know it offhand. Like, I
Okay.
have it at home. I didn't bring it with me.
So, and a lot of people say during the pandemic, it's hard to go door to door. So, how are you going out and?
Well, actually, I've been going door to door.
Going door to
Yes,
door.
I
Okay.
have. I haven't finished. I've went through. Let's see. I started in Wayne Terrace. I have to go back. I haven't finished Wayne Terrace, but I've did all of the apartment complexes on Sunset Boulevard and Marie Gardens. So I've been going door to door. It's actually been great.
Okay. Do you know your opponent at all, Tim Cockfield?
No, I don't know him at all.
Have you been in any of the city? And I said, what do you know about the city in general, city government? Because I haven't seen you. Most times when people run, they show up at the city meetings, but I haven't seen.
Well, I've only been to one city meeting.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't go to the one. I went in August, I believe. It was August. I went to the city meeting. I know. As far as the city government, all this is kind of new to me. Like I said previously, I just, as a mother of 4, and I just kind of saw different things and listening to the concerns of my children and just different people in the communities. I just felt like maybe I can come and make a difference. I'm still kind of new to the government.
I'm just
thing.
curious. Are you familiar with the lawsuits? Are you familiar with they're looking for a city manager? You're
I know
familiar
they're
with
looking from the last meeting.
new
I know they're
mayor?
looking for a city manager. I do know that. I do know that they've hired like an agency to.
Right.
Yeah, I do know that much.
Okay. Do you know about the lawsuits that are pending? Were you there for the? You're not familiar with the lawsuits?
No.
No.
As
With
far
the police
as-
department?
Oh yeah, that situation.
Yeah.
I've heard, but I don't really know all about it in detail.
Because if you get elected, I'm sure you're gonna have to be dealing with those.
Yeah,
So-
I'll cross that bridge when I get there, I guess.
So what else? Why do you? I asked you before. I ask you again. Why do you want to be on the city council? I mean, what do you think you can bring to the city council?
Well, if I had to give a second point to follow up with my first one, it would just be for more I believe that more career opportunities are needed here in Jessup. Making sure I want to see the county and the city, working together and understand that it's crucial for Jessup's development. And just walking through, when I went through the different communities that I did hit, that was a lot of the concern as far as career opportunities and working together to make, Jessup better. And if I'm elected, I want to see a better evaluation system on how the tax dollars are being used, more things for the young people, and true economic development for our community.
Do you know any other commissioners on the board? Are you familiar with Shirley Armstrong, Dawn Darden, or any of those people?
I don't know them personally. I actually just met Mr. Darden, I believe, at Food Lion. Yesterday, actually, was my first time meeting him, because my mother knew him. Him and my mother live in the same neighborhood, and so my mom introduced me to him. But I don't know him or anybody on the council personally. No.
Does anybody encourage you to run for this position, or are you just doing this on your own because somebody said you and Sharon Daniels are a good friend and she kind of encouraged you?
Me and who?
Sharon Daniel. Any truth
Who
to
is that?
School board member.
No, I don't know her.
You don't know her? Right?
No.
Well, that's,
Somebody said that we were good friends.
yeah, somebody said you've been that they came in and asked you to run for this office. So.
Oh
there's
no,
truth
I
to
don't
that.
even know her.
You mentioned you got 4 kids. What ages are they?
I have one that's a junior at Georgia Southern, and she will be 21 in November. And then I have one that just turned 13 yesterday, and one that it will be 12 on October, and they both go to Arthur Williams. Okay. And then I have a 3-year-old son.
You mentioned you want more opportunities for those in the cities. Like, what are you getting at? I don't understand what you.
More job opportunity, businesses
job
coming to.
opportunity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just things for the children to do, like my girls. Like a prime example, us being a young family, we're here, and like me and my husband, and then we have the 4 kids. Well, one is in college, but anytime that we want to do something as a family outing, we have to go outside of Jessup. We have to go to Brunswick, Hinesville, Savannah, Jacksonville, and I feel like things should be able to be done here locally. We have to go bowling. So, for instance, if we want to go bowling, we have to go to Brunswick to Strike Zone. Just different family activities, different things to do within the city of Jessup, so we won't have to go out of the city. We can keep the revenue in the city.
Right. Well, there are races now between now and November. It's in November 2nd, but I'm sure early voting starts in October. So, so you said you're going door to door. You're going out.
Yes,
to the
I'm
district.
going door to door, and I've actually I have my phone, but I could show you pictures. I would, but I've actually, but I've been going door to door. It's actually been very receptive. I mean, I mask up. Right. And I knock on doors, and I've been leaving my door knockers. And those that come to the door, I introduce myself, tell them who I am, and see if they have any concerns.
What are their concerns? What were they saying?
A lot of them were just saying that opportunities for jobs, which I know COVID played a big part in a lot of stuff, but I mean, we have to move forward through that. So opportunities for jobs. They were talking about, some of the residents were talking about the capitated, like the houses and things like the broken down, abandoned houses need to be fixed. It was just some other opportunities for. A lot of it was concerned about the youth not having anything to do. And what else? Some other things. I actually have to go back because I have some people actually writing down their concerns, and I told them that when I swing back through that I would get them. So this is just off the top of my head, so I can't remember everything.
I understand. Again, if you just joined us, Stephanie Williams, candidate in District 3, running for City Council. So, again, the election's between now and November. So what do you do between now and November? Just keep on knocking on doors?
Just keep knocking on doors, getting my face out there, getting seen, because a lot of people are like, who is Stephanie Williams? You know, so I'm just kind of putting my face out there within my district, within the city as a whole, because a lot of people, they don't know who they know the name. Some people know the name from ministry wise, but a lot of people don't know Stephanie Williams. So my job now is to get there, find out, you know, let people know who I am, and listen to the needs of the people.
So you're a preacher too, or is you
yes.
just working?
Yes,
what church?
I am. Me and my husband actually pastored a church here in the city of Jessup. It was called Life Changing Ministries. We pastored for 9 years, and so then we stopped pastoring and we went to, I don't know if you heard of the Marketplace International Church. We went there and we were there for a while, but now we actually help a ministry in Metter, Georgia. We go there and we help. It's some friends of ours that have a church, so we help them. Also, we do tent revivals. I don't know if you've ever seen this purple and white tent throughout the city. We had one where the End Mark is now. We had one. We had it over there in the parking lot by the Board of Education. Now, we've had a tent revival in Briarwood. We have our own tent, so we do tent evangelists as well. So I'm not the preacher, but like he is. But I'm more of a teacher, so I do minister. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Well, we appreciate you coming in. Like I said, we just wanted to let people know who you are. Like I said, as you mentioned, a lot of people were like, who's Stephanie? No, I was like, same thing. I've never met you, didn't know who Stephanie Williams was. So appreciate you coming in. We wish you the best of luck, and we'll follow the election. And you don't know who your opponent is. You never met your opponent.
I've never met him. I've heard the name since I've been running, Tim Cotfield, but I've actually never met him. Okay. No, sir, I haven't.
So you must not go to the driving a lot, because
Sir?
I see you don't go to the driving much.
The driving?
Yeah,
no, unfortunately.
His family used to own the driving. So
I heard that. Unfortunately, I haven't. I think and I hate to say it, but I think as long as I've been here in Georgia, I think I might have went twice.
I guess. Okay, no problem. But again, appreciate you coming in, and wish you the best. And again, we'll follow the campaign closely. And again, best of luck.
Well,
right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. More of the world famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
All right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. As we continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, and just want to get this little housekeeping here. Somebody had set this in right here, right at the end of the birthday and anniversary calendar. Oh, my word. Here we go. Happy birthday to Aunt Katie. Happy birthday to Aunt Katie from Ada, Maggie, Haley, and Ron. So happy birthday to Aunt Katie from Ada, Maggie, Haley, and Ron. Okay. Got that on there. It came in just a little bit late, so I wanted to get it on there. So we'll have it on. Wish that person a big old happy birthday there. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. And, Bob, that city election ought to be interesting. You've got Nick Harris decided not to run again. So it's a complete open seat with a person who used to be a city council person years ago with a new person running.
That and the mayor's race, that's where we have two new candidates. Like I said, in District 2, Dawn Darden's the incumbent running against Pamela Schumann, and in District 6, the incumbent Bill Harvey running against Heather Altman. So tomorrow we got Tyrone Johnson coming on. Again, Latham Sadler, the candidate for U.S. Senate, is rescheduled for Monday, so we'll have him Monday on the Butch and Bob Show. So Tyrone Johnson
running for mayor.
Will be in the studio tomorrow. So looking forward to talking to him about his candidacy for mayor. Again, his father was a longtime city commissioner, James Johnson, which a lot of people knew.
Right.
He was on the board for many, many years. So Tyrone's his son, so Tyrone's running for mayor, and he'll be in studio tomorrow. So look forward to that.
All right. Sounds good. And there was a meeting yesterday that you heard about. What was that again? That was the county?
The county met last night, yeah.
Did they do anything?
Yeah, they're talking about having to open up that old state prison because the COVID patients are just continually coming.
They're overwhelming the hospital.
Right.
That's basically what it is. They're overwhelming the hospital.
That old state prison's been there for a long time, but according to Hirschwires last night, they never turned off the electricity or the lights. So
they never did?
No, so they said that's all functioning. They got water, they got power, so it wouldn't be that hard.
Have they used it for anything at all? Because it's been sitting there for years.
It's been sitting
once
there.
They moved all the prisoners somewhere else, like Long County and other places.
Yeah, sitting there dormant for years, but they said last night that the electricity was never turned off. The water's still there. So
I guess the state still owns it?
I'm not sure who owns it. It's a state prison. So
state prisons, you figure the state of Georgia owns it. Yeah.
They said last night that we've heard that rumor for months, but it's getting so bad that they said that they're definitely going to look to open that up and look for the governor to get some help to staff it, things like that. So
that's getting pretty bad when the hospital gets so packed that you've got to open up a former prison to start putting COVID patients in.
Well, that's where we're at this point in Wayne County. It's bad. Like I said, people are dying every day.
There's 4 times more cases this Labor Day weekend in the United States than there were last year on Labor Day weekend. And so 4 times as many cases, that's a 300% increase they were talking about. And that we have so many more cases, so many more people dying because the Delta variant is so much more lethal and spreads so much faster than the first variant that came through. And but people are getting COVID weary. They're tired of it. That's the reason why you don't have university presidents saying no, you cannot go. We cannot have you're not going to have not fans in the stadium like they did last year. Last year this time you couldn't have anybody in there or just a very few. And today with at 4 times the rate, you got packed stadiums. People they're tired of it. And of course, the health officials, government officials, doctors all say, we need to get to about 70% vaccinated in the country to really put a dent in this thing, and we still got a long way to go. And so we'll be interested to see, if they have to use the Wayne State Prison as an overflow just in case they give out a room at Wayne Memorial Hospital.
We'll follow it as it develops, but it was mentioned last night. It's a good possibility.
Okay.
But they're making plans already to move in that direction.
Now, hopefully they won't have to, but you might got to make plans in advance. So right now, being a Thursday, the school's gone back. Wayne County school system's gone back to hybrid today. Is that correct?
That's correct. Hybrid today and tomorrow and next week.
Okay, next week, and then I guess they'll just take a look at it as each week goes by and decide if that's the same thing they want to do, because it's just been proven nationwide over this past year and a half the students learn so much more in class than they do sitting there in front of a laptop computer maybe with no supervision of any type, and you don't know where they're at. Parents just can't take off work to sit there with the kids all day long, so they're put in different situations. So if you can get those kids in class, then they won't fall behind, and they'll keep up with their work.
Right. And the majority of kids want to be in school,
and they want to be in school. They want to be with their friends.
They don't like the virtual.
That is, we are human beings are social beings, and we want to be around other folks. We want to be with our friends and family instead of just sitting in front of a laptop and trying to learn.
Well, we live in a society where people gather. You gather at church, you gather at reunions, you gather at ball games. I mean, that's what we do. We gather as a group.
So, we're social beings. That's what humans are.
It's just sad to see all this COVID outbreak, and people just need to be careful. And I said, we encourage people to get vaccinated, contact their doctor, talk about the vaccination, because they state that's the one way to fight the pandemic is to have more and more people vaccinated. So, but a lot of people don't want to do that. So that's the ongoing thing too. So, but again, as we said, just go by the hospital and see what's taking place there. Talk to doctors and nurses. And
well, there's so many health professionals out there. Doctors' offices, health hospital administrators, clinic administrators, and so forth like that are worried that they're going to start losing employees because these nurses and other health professionals are just working themselves to the bone, trying to keep up with this massive increase in the virus infection. That they're just working so hard that many of them are just on the edge right now.
Another story is a lot of businesses are having a hard time keeping employees because a lot of employees are just not working because they fear the pandemic. So that's why you have a lot of these restaurants, it's one line, or you have to go through the drive-through. I mean, it's just
you look through the drive-through, they're like a mile long these days.
It's affecting a lot of things, but a lot of businesses are having trouble getting people to come to work. So it's amazing how people don't want to work anymore.
Well, you got to pay your bill somehow, Well, I don't want to work, but you got to pay your bills. You got to pay for groceries and rent and payments and all that kind of good stuff. So you got to live. So people got to have some sort of income coming in. You just can't say one day I just want to stop working. And next thing you know, you'll be homeless. But as you did mention, there's a lot of businesses out there. It's amazing. You've got unemployment is high. It's not really high, but as high as it is. And then you've got millions of jobs that are just, businesses just looking for people left, right, forwards, and backwards to hire somebody. All kinds of businesses. One of the industry out there is truck drivers. Trying to get all these products from the ports and other places to the towns and to the stores and so forth. Having trouble trying to find truck drivers. Now, there's one job that's you pretty well isolated. You're sitting in that big old rig by yourself.
A lot of businesses are hurting. I said I went to Monday, Labor Day, went down to Brunswick to see that movie Respect because it had left Strand Cinema. I only stayed a week. I went to see it with Jennifer Hudson portraying Aretha Franklin. I didn't have any trouble social distancing. There were only two people in the movie.
2 people in the theater.
So I didn't have any trouble social distancing there. But I just wonder how those businesses are surviving because not a lot of people down there at the movie theater. So it was a good movie. Forrest Whitaker, I forgot how good actor Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest is a good.
Forrest plays the father of Aretha Franklin. I mean, just does a great job. I enjoyed the movie.
Good.
But there weren't many people there.
Are you masking up again?
When I go there, yeah.
Yeah, when you go somewhere, so am I. I'm putting my mask back in when I go anywhere now.
You had to mask to go in and get the ticket, but once I got in, like I said, there wasn't me. I mean,
you and one other, so didn't worry about it.
I think she was down in row 3. I was up in the so I took my mask off. I thought I was pretty safe.
Yeah, you didn't have to have it on there.
But I mask up when I go to grocery store and things like that.
Yeah, so do I. I didn't do it for several months there after I got vaccinated, but now in the last several weeks I've been masking back up when I go into a store or a post office or anywhere now. I'll slap that sucker back on.
I had the fallacy, if you got it, you couldn't get it again, but my doctor informed me
you can get it again. Yeah, you can get it. You do have antibodies.
I thought I was fortunate I got through it. I don't have to worry about it. He said, no, you can get it again. So
you got the antibodies in. You got you're double protected there. You got the vaccine in you and the antibodies, but you still can get it again. Yes, yeah, so you just got to be careful.
Right.
Just got to be careful these days.
Had the mask up at the county meeting. I said you have to wear that in the courtroom. That's where the meeting was at the courtroom C. So everybody in there was wearing a mask. So, but yeah, I got my mask handy, and if I go certain places, I wear it.
Yeah. Yeah, so do I. I've got mine hanging down inside my truck there. So
believe me, I'm not a big fan of them. I can tell you, I don't like.
Yeah,
I have a hard time.
Sometimes I wear my glasses, especially when I got to read and stuff like that.
And
sometimes I don't. It fogs up. You breathe out, thing fogs up, and then you breathe in, and unfogs. It's like fog up, unfog, fog up, fog, unfog. It's like, geez.
Crazy.
Oh boy! And you said that the school board's having a retreat today. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're meeting already. 7:30 it started this morning.
So the Wayne County School Board having a retreat this morning. Are they mainly talking about the COVID situation, or was that the main subject?
Agenda. COVID's on the agenda. I'm sure they got some other executive session to discuss personnel, but that's the only thing I got on the agenda. The board retreat,
okay.
COVID update, and executive session. So that started at 7:30. I'm not sure how long it's going today, but they have a retreat. County's talking about having a retreat at the Tech Center.
Tech Center, okay.
Yeah. The county's talking about having a retreat at the airport in October. They talked about that last night.
Okay.
So everybody's in their retreat mode.
Got to get together and.
Why don't we ever have a retreat? We don't have a.
We don't have to make decisions that affect the citizens of Wayne County.
Is that what it is?
We're not elected officials that have to do that, But if you want a retreat, Bob, we'll get the staff in the studio here and have a retreat one day.
I don't think I've ever been on a retreat, so I didn't know.
No, I've been on retreats before.
I've been to county's retreats and things like that. They're kind of boring, but anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else, Bob?
Football tomorrow night. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Wayne County, South Effingham, at South Effingham. Yep. All right. We look forward to it. Take care. All right. The world famous Butch and Bob Show right here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Country Financial, Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank.